This is the story of when the ducks moved in. Some of our friends had convinced us that ducks were fun animals to own. One evening last summer they called and said, "Hey, are you ready? Can we come in a couple of hours?" We finished the final preparations and were ready to welcome the ducks. Here they had just arrived, and the ducks arrived in 2 moving boxes. There is Hugo, or dragon, which you call a male duck. The white one here is also a dragon, and the slightly smaller one behind him is a female duck. The white one and the female were only going to stay with us temporarily, as our friends had got some addition to their flock, and the ducklings needed some peace and quiet the first few weeks. We immediately started looking for some more girls for Hugo, so that he could start building his own flock. It was harder than we expected to find female ducks, so our friends had to help us with that too. Another week or so later, they brought a delivery of Hugo's own girls. The ducks seemed to be enjoying their new home. We had arranged water, food and some shavings to sleep on inside the duck house. The ducks started laying eggs on the very first day. We learned later that they often lay eggs when they are stressed. It may be a way for them to lighten their load if they need to escape. However, they have actually continued to lay eggs almost continuously since they moved to our house. I hope they are doing well. They had a short break last fall when they changed their feathers, but then they started again. Trying to decide who gets to jump in the pool first. They were new for each other and new at this place, so I guess they had to decide the hierarchy. I guess Hugo won, was able to take the first bath. They take a bath every day, and usually they have a very specific order. Who goes first? and then I wouldn't say stay in line, but almost, because all the other ducks, they are just waiting, hanging around the pool to wait for their turn. And then when Hugo jumps out, next one in line jumps in. And here it was Beatus, the white dragon. Now back to our friend's house. But with the ducks we have now, it's always Philippa first, and then Tracy, and then Whoopi, and then usually Hubbe, and then Lucy. We didn't know how Hugo would react to the new family members, so we let them meet with nets in between the first time. As you've probably seen in our other videos, they are friends now, or, well, at least Hugo is friends with the ducks, and the ducks, they tolerate Hugo.